How are you this morning? Now, I have my iPad with me so that I'll join different Meet link of different classes. So are you ready? When I see you, please wave hi to me. I'm sure that you have met your class teacher this morning already. Let's see. Okay, let me now go to 5SA. So please be ready. Join meeting. Ooh. Hi everyone. Can I see your faces please? Hi. Hello. Hello, 5SA. Okay. It would be nicer if I see your faces. I would explain the reason why I want you to show your faces and also your
Oh my gosh! Why the two of you? What's happening?
Okay, so 5SA are having a great time. Let me check another class. One more class. What about 4Y? Okay, 4Y has a Zoom link. So where is that? No, 4S maybe. Let's go to 4S. Let me see. Okay, 4S. Let me go join your class. What about 4? Okay, so hi everyone. Hello, Mr. Chang. Hi everyone. Nice to see you all here. How are you this morning? Okay, so let's start. I will invite you to do some interactions, to have some interactions with me during the sections of the day. So first of all, nice to see you all back again. We have some new things coming up, and we have kept some old things since the last class suspension period. But no matter what is happening, I want you to pay attention to your online learning etiquette. Some of you may see it as netiquette online because it's something related to the internet. So etiquette becomes the word netiquette. Many people are talking about it because we are having our learning at home. So S1 students are doing very well on showing their faces, wearing a school uniform. But then what about others? Why do we suddenly want you to get dressed properly at home and then have lesson at home? So remember, begin with the end in mind. Learning from home refers to learning what we learn at school with the venue changed from school to online lesson. So bear in mind, in school, you learn different things, which includes academic areas for Chinese language, English, mathematics, humanities, LS, Chinese history, performing arts, and many more. But please also bear in mind, you have to learn different values, including attitudes, different skills, well-being knowledge, building sense of responsibility, self-understanding, and many more. You are learning different values at home. You are learning different attitudes at home. You are the person who takes responsibility of your own learning. You need to treat home as school, as classrooms. First of all, please be on time to all lessons. Do not keep your class teachers waiting. Do not keep your subject teachers waiting. This is the basic rule of every single person. Even if you are meeting your friends, you will be on time, right? Not to mention learning. It's your responsibility to treasure the chance to learn. Being on time shows that you value the time of everyone in the group and you respect everyone in the group. And also you treasure the learning opportunities that the teachers have prepared for you. I mentioned it before, do not take things for granted. Teachers have to prepare a lot for one lesson. Making an online lesson is so much harder than a face-to-face lesson. So are you showing proper manner to us? Please think about it. Second one, turn on your camera. Why? Look at the 2 points. Showing your faces enables the teachers to observe your facial expressions, which is very important for them to evaluate. So when you are looking at me, I'm wearing a mask. I'm an English teacher, so imagine if when I teach, I prefer to have my mask off, to be honest, because you can look at my lips and also my facial expressions, so that it's easier for me to teach you on pronunciation. You are very lucky because you are learning at home and you are able to show us your learning. Please show us your faces to enable us to observe your facial expressions so that we can evaluate our teaching. So it's about your teaching and your learning and our teaching. Also, showing your faces enables you to give eye contact to support each other. The each other include your classmates when they are doing presentation, and also the teachers when they are teaching some content knowledge to you. So am I clear? Now, please turn on your camera. I'm quite sure that you are all ready for the lesson. If you still need some time, take your time. But after seeing all the reasons, I want you to turn on your camera and also wearing the uniform. I hope that as a student of LTPSS, you can begin with the end in mind. Why wear school uniform? 2 big ideas only. Build sense of belonging and create sense of equality. Very similar to what you do at school, at the campus. Imagine, how can you build sense of belonging without wearing your school uniform? How can you tell me that you are an LTPSS student? With all the links around the society now, you can just click the link from any school and then join, right? Why LTPSS? Because we create a sense of belonging of each other. So please remember, you have to wear your school uniform or the PE uniform and show your faces for all lessons. This is for building social connections, building sense of belongings, and create sense of equality. Number 4, please maintain eye contact. Eye contact speaks more than words, and it can tell that you are actively listening. Okay, if you don't show your face, how can I know that you are listening? How can I know that you are with us, you are in the class? It also tells that you can't follow and you need extra support, or teachers need to further elaborate on what they need to say. So remember, it's all for teaching and learning. Next, for online classrooms, to avoid affecting other classmates on hearing from the teachers, please look at the poster, mute your mic, turn it on only when you are invited. Remember, please mute your mic and turn it on only when you are invited. Do not yell suddenly. And also, please speak when you are invited. As mentioned, I am an English teacher, and my class has been working well on this. I would invite every one of them to speak, but then they speak in turn. They wait for their turn, and they turn on their mic. They speak, and then they turn it back off. Show us your ability. Show us that you can do it. I trust that every one of you can do it. Just be your possible self. Next, have your notebooks ready. So how many of you have your notebooks ready now? Do you have your stationery with you? Please follow the teacher's instruction and write down the learning targets of each lesson. I'm sure each subject teacher will give you clear instructions to follow, and your notes are useful for revision and evaluation for learning. So you have half day of learning every day. You can do revision in the afternoon. So bear in mind, doing revision is very important. Revisiting knowledge is very important. Number 7, submit your assignment the right way. Please read instructions carefully. When the teacher asks you to submit your work through a video recording, they mean a video recording with your face show. If they want you to send them a recording, just send them a voice recording. If they are asking for a Google document, send them a Google document. Don't forget the edit function, okay? Follow teacher's instruction. If they ask them to set the Google document as with an edit function, do so. If they want you to send them through a view function, with a view function, do so. Follow teacher's instruction. Also, read instructions carefully. Every one of you tend to email, call, text the teacher without reading instructions carefully. So this is a basic exam skills that all subjects are testing. Read instructions carefully. You have the responsibility to carefully read instructions before you ask. This would reduce a lot of questions for the days coming up. Also, this would train your reading skill, and you would be the one benefits from that. If you have any questions for the lesson, please ask them through emails after the lesson or stay behind in the online classrooms. I understand that you may not have enough time to stay behind, but you can tell the teachers that you are going to ask the question after the day of learning. So think about the ways that you can do things instead of commenting on what you can't do. Number 8, evaluate your learning every day. Please check your understanding on what you have learned for the day in the afternoon. So you have your notebooks, you have your textbooks with you. Please go back to what you have learned in the day and do evaluation. If you have anything to catch up, do so. If you are ahead of what you have learned, do some extra exercise. Or you can do what you like your habits, or like cooking, with yourself staying at home. I'm sure that you can develop a lot of interests. For me, I started making bread and it was successful. Okay, please start something new for your well-being. Learning something new and doing something new is a very important well-being tip. If you have any questions regarding learning, you can let the teachers know. It can be related to any technical issues, or it can be just your own problem. Also, please don't abuse the chat box. So I know that for some forms, as they cannot speak using their mics, they tend to type a lot of messages in the chat box. Please remember, you are taking responsibility for the learning opportunity of the whole class. Please only leave the message in the chat box if the messages are important and urgent. Please leave the message in the chat box for messages which are urgent and important. Do not abuse it, because it will affect the learning and teaching of other classmates. Number 10, practice 7 habits. I do not need to recap the habits much, but let me go through with you how you can take 7 habits in online learning. We are special. We are LTPSS students. We wear the school uniform of LTPSS. We practice 7 habits. Bear that in mind. Learning from home refers to changing the venue school to your home. Do everything you do at school at home. That's self-regulation. Look at me. I'm dressing formal because I am the teacher teaching you. And you, as the student, you wear the school uniform. That's your basic responsibility. Am I right? So go back to 7 habits. Habit 1, be proactive. This can be on learning and also on helping others. In online learning, everyone has a different pace. That's the advantage of online learning. If Miss Koo learns slow, then I can go back to my own timetable. In the afternoon, I can revisit the knowledge that I learned in the morning. I can take my own pace. But I have to be proactive. I have to do it. If you want anything happen in the lesson, be proactive. Tell the teachers, ask the teacher about it. If you have any questions, be proactive. Ask the teacher, solve your problem. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. I have said it for many times. We are learning at home, but we need to learn everything we learn at school. It includes academic areas and all values for personal growth. Self-regulation is one. Being punctual is one. Dressing with the appropriate clothing based on the need of the situation is one. Habit 3, put first things first. You can always prioritize what you do. There are always many on our to-do list, but which one is the most important? Which one is the most urgent? You yourself know it. In the second section of the day, I will talk about goal setting and why it is important, especially when we are learning at home. We tend to go very loose for ourselves when we are staying at home. But going back to normal life, we have to be self-regulated. We have to train ourselves to be self-regulated. Put first thing first. The first thing of the day is you have to have a good, healthy breakfast, and then dress up yourself, and then be ready for the lesson on time. Think win-win. Habit 4. Always think of a solution that is good for you yourself and your classmates, you yourself and your family members, you yourself and the teachers. Win-win is the situation that contributes to the well-being of everyone. So think win-win is very important. Next, habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Under this period of time, it is very easy to make comments, to criticize, to say no to everything you don't want to do. But remember, everything has its own reason. There should be a reason for you to do something. So please understand the reason why first, before saying no, or before you say, okay, I won't do it. If you want to be a great leader, you have to accept challenges as opportunities. Not saying no to everything, but try to make things possible. So if you ask me, I'm not 100% sure that all this live presentation would work, but I have a great team to work with me, and we made it as a team. This goes to habit 6, synergize. You have your classmates, you have your teachers, you have your parents. Miss Koo has my colleagues. So we work in a team. That's why habit 6 is important, synergize. With my own little effort, I'm sure I cannot make all this happen. Here, I want your appreciation to all teachers. Don't take things for granted. When you are still thinking about whether to wear your school uniform showing your faces, I know you have got the answers. Everything is for your own good. It's for your teaching and learning. So you know the answers better than I do. Habit 7, sharpen the saw. It means learning new skills, learning new knowledge. You choose. You are the person who takes responsibility for your own learning. You need to sharpen your saw. We teachers, we are offering all we have, all we can with our best effort. How much you want to get from us? You can get 100%, you can get 50%, you can get 30%, it's your choice. But Miss Khoo's responsibility is to tell you all pros and cons so that you know how to equip yourself to be a competent leader in the future. In LTPSS, we aim to nurture future leaders. Don't underestimate yourself. We trust that every student is a star, and you are the star that we are working on, we are working for. But you have to do the best effort of yourself. Be cooperative. So next, last reminder from me. Read fast. So this has been a reminder since the last year. Let everything you do be done with love, and let everything you say be with kindness. We have been doing it well, and I hope to see every one of you learning with love and kindness this year. Remember, criticizing is easy. Appreciating is much harder. So, you can see me here now, starting 8:20, but I came from the GO and I stayed there till 8:10. There were many questions, many calls to the GO, asking about, how to go to the link, how to meet the class teachers, where can I get online? So remember, you should be the person taking responsibility for this, not your parents. If you ask me, you are in a class. Some of you may have forgotten that we have to help each other because we have been staying at home for too long. Why not just text your classmates? Okay, the link is on Google Classroom already. Just click it. It's easy. Just one word, just one text. To me, I'm surprised. But I will give everybody time because it takes time for us to go back to normal classrooms, normal routine, normal social connections. That's why we need to show our faces. That's why we need to wear school uniform. We belong to one family. You need to help your classmates. You need to help your teachers. You need to help yourself. Starting from tomorrow, I hope that you take the responsibility of yourself, reminding your classmates where to get online, when to get online. Not only take the responsibility of your own learning, but for others as well. I hope to see a fewer number of calls to the GO from parents. You are in secondary school. You learn by yourself. We equip the skills to you and you use the skills to learn. Bear that in mind. Let's do a quick recap. Learning from home refers to learning everything you do at school with the value changed from school to your home. If you want to learn everything at school, you have to do everything you do at school. If teachers have to dress normal, teaching you because we respect you, you have to dress in your school uniform in our lessons to show respect to us. Now you will have a 10 minutes break. For the break, you can turn off your camera, and then turn it back on after the break. Turn it back on after the break. So see you later, everyone. See you in 10 minutes. Bye-bye.